What up, YouTube Elleixs? Come back at you with another custom StarCraft 2 cast. Today we have a matchup featuring the Azeroth-Koprulu Hyperwar mod, which puts Warcraft 3 in the StarCraft 2 engine. It's chaotic to say the least. This mod has been in high demand, and lucky for you guys, we have a lot of fresh replays to go over. Let's go ahead and introduce our teams. Team number 1, spawning on the bottom right-hand side of the map. It's our pink Night Elves player, Rosebudio, with his ally spawning just to his right. It's our blue Zerg player, Ardorz, going up against team number 2, spawning on the top left-hand side of the map. It's our red Humans player, Kytrion, with his ally spawning just to his right. It's our orange Undead player, Oakway. And I see something unusual on the minimap already. Oh, no. The Overlord getting killed by the NPCs. That hurts. Oh, man. And the Zerg player, he's supply blocked from that. Rosebudio saying rip. Ardorz, I am so sorry this happened to you. He's not used to the Warcraft mechanics in the StarCraft 2 engine, clearly. And to be fair, he is a StarCraft 2 player currently in a world of Warcraft players. I am so sorry I said that pun. That wasn't even planned. That hurt me so much to say. Anyway, I want to extend a big shout out to all my members. I really appreciate the extra mile you guys are going to support me. If you want to become a member, you do get early access to all my long-form videos, so keep that in mind. It helps me out a lot. Oh, the hero here as well. This is our Archmage for the Humans player, Kytrion. What do we have for team number 1? I don't see any hero yet on the field for Rosebudio. It's just Zerglings and Night Elves, and they look so comfortable together, especially with the pink color on those Night Elves. But it looks like the Archmage taking out another Overlord. Ardorz cannot catch a break, but this unit was spotted. How is team number 1 going to handle this? Oh, it looks like trying to get the surround on the Archmage, but the units for team number 1 are splitting up just a little bit. Both of the archers going down, the Zerglings running away. They're like, okay, wait a minute, we cannot handle this. Keep in mind, the Archmage does have 240 HP. I'm pretty sure he could take out all these Zerglings if he wanted to, and we might actually witness this right now. Kytrion doing some kiting here and doing a pretty decent job, but the Archmage is at about 50% HP. The Warden here from our pink Night Elves player, Rosebudio, chasing this guy down and slowing him down as well. The Archmage might go down, but using the Scroll of Town Portal to go back home. Great play by Kytrion, taking out, I don't know, that was probably like 5 units at least. Unfortunately, there is no kill counter on the Warcraft units. Oh man, what is this guy? He's like the Crypt Lord or something like that. Let's take a look at the units tab. Yep, the Crypt Lord here for Oakway. That is such a cool looking unit. And I know these aren't the reforged models, but I don't know. Maybe it's because they're on like HD maps. The Warcraft models, just the OG ones, look so good to me. To be fair, I don't play Warcraft like at all, so maybe I'm just not used to seeing it. Let me know down in the comments below if these models look pretty good. I think the reason that they're using the OG Warcraft models is because in the StarCraft 2 editor, you have access to them, so it's a lot easier to port them into a mod. Anyway, what are these? Carrion beetles. Are these summoned from our... yep, they are. They're summoned from the Crypt Lord. The Warden here for Rosebudio, maybe biting off a little bit more than it can chew, trying to kite these units away, and both of the Warcraft players for team number 2 are chasing these units down. Oh man, the Archmage though might get hit, and yes, it will go down. But will the Warden survive? The Warden will survive, using the Scroll of Town Portal to go back home. Were those? I think that was friendly fire. I don't know if it heals when it attacks its own units or not. That would make sense for the Crypt Lord. Anyway, oh, the Zergling here. Oh, a very good Zergling for Ardorz. We'll spot what is base number 3 coming down for Kytrion. Right now it won't spot it, but it's so close by. Eventually it will see. Yep, here we go. Movement from that Zergling, spotting the peasants. The Zergling taking out one worker and going down. That Zergling definitely paid for itself. That is for sure. Let's take a look at what's going on the bottom right-hand side of the map. This looks so cool. This looks so sick. I know that the Wisps carrying minerals pissed a lot of people off, and I can understand that. It it hurts my eyes a little bit, but it's still cool to see. It's pretty funny at the very least. Base number 3 coming down for Ardorz, just past the natural base location, as you would expect. Some movement here from our Night Elves player as well. Looks like they're going for the 4th base location, actually. Maybe, or maybe not. We'll see. I thought I saw movement here, but either way, the positioning here of the army for team number 2 tells me that somebody wants to expand here. I don't know, man. I might expand here, or even here where the Zergling is sitting. Anyways, looks like the Warden, I almost called her the Iron Raven because that's what it says on the bottom, trying to level up. She's still only at level 1. What level are the heroes for team number 2? So the Archmage still level 1, and the Crypt Lord is at level 2. Now, I almost want to say team number 2 has the advantage because they have access to 2 heroes, right? They're both playing Warcraft races, and technically they have access to more, but they have access to the Undead heroes and the human heroes, while team number 1 only has access to the Night Elf heroes. And we'll see how Ardorz will keep up with the Warcraft players, considering that we really don't know what the meta looks like for this mod yet. I will say in 1v1, the StarCraft players have to rely a lot more on static defense in the early game because the aggression from the heroes is just so strong, but it really does work out for them. I've seen a lot of StarCraft players find success in opening up with a little bit more static defense than we're used to seeing, and they routinely survive into the late game, which is really cool to see. Anyways, looks like some action here in the middle of the map. The Crypt Lord looking very healthy right now. The Warden taking some damage, but having a lot of support from the Zerg units as well as the Night Elf units. The Zerglings here getting the surround on the Crypt Lord and actually doing a lot of damage to this thing, but the heal on the Crypt Lord leveling up to level 3. What good timing for Oakway, but this base was spotted. This is base number 3. Some more action here in the middle of the map as well. The human player doing a decent job at 1v2ing this. Kytrion with the kiting and the support from Oakway as well. We'll see how this goes. The Tree of Life here. Wait a minute. What is a Tree of Life doing here? Rosebudio, this is hilarious. Ultimately will go down. That is a big pickup for team number 2, and it looks like team number 2 is coming out ahead in this engagement as well. Oakway pulling the Crypt Lord back, but the army for the humans player is looking really strong right now. These roaches going up against ghouls, and I know this isn't canon, like even in any thought or any world, but it looks canon to me. Oh, that is cool. That is so cool to see. Kytrion, it almost looks like he's overextending, but he's not. He's moving his army back to the 3rd base location for Rosebudio, or is this the 4th base at this point? Because the other Tree of Life, it looks like it was lifted off and moved to the rest of the army. About a quarter of the way down, or maybe a 1/5 of the way down, it will survive. Kytrion deciding to run back home to the support of his undead ally. Some more human units here going down, and this army for Ardorz, very roach heavy, looks very tanky, but as we saw, it looks like the ghouls really tear through these guys. The roaches taking some hits, but they do have the support of the Hippogriff Riders. That is hilarious. Oh, here we go. A Flame Strike, I think, from the Blood Mage. Is there a Blood Mage here, or was that from our Archmage? Let's take a look at the units really quick. Oh, we already had the units tab open. Yep, the Blood Mage is in play right now. I just can't see him. Oh, there he is, right there on the left-hand side. These roaches doing a good job at staying alive, though, with the support of the Glaive Throwers. A Flame Strike on a lot of this stuff, doing a lot of AoE damage. The roaches are suddenly cut in half. The Crypt Lord moving forward with half HP. It is still alive. Where is the Warden? Oh man, Avatar of Vengeance. That looks super cool with 800 HP. How long does that last, I wonder? Last 50 seconds. That is insane, actually. Oh, the Crypt Lord teleporting back home, but back home is literally just across the ramp. It is, I was going to say it's still in danger, but it must have an ability that gives him health when he attacks, because I see him attacking stuff and then he heals. But I want to keep my eyes on the action. Leave a comment down below if that is a mechanic or if I'm just crazy. Or you can gaslight me too. That's always fun. Anyways, these roaches here on the Blight, they look right at home. The human army kind of smaller. Are there any heroes here? Yep, the Blood Mage is in the mix. The Glaive Thrower on the right-hand side of this engagement will go down. So much action. I like the placement here, the almost blind placement of the Flame Strike, but good movement for Ardorz, moving out on the right-hand side to avoid that. This base is suddenly looking like it might be in danger. The gargoyles here, they look so cool and they're moving so fast. Suddenly it looks like team number 2 might be coming out ahead in this long-winded engagement. The Warden healing up just a little bit. We have 4 Moonwells here, and we've also got Ancient Protectors to help defend this. And keep in mind, the Tree of Life does do melee damage. Oh, wow. Here we go. Another big engagement. This has been a hot spot virtually the entire game. I like the mix-in of the Hydralisks, though, doing a great job to help defend the Night Elf stuff. And all things considered, the Tree of Life still very healthy, even though we've been seeing so much action. Meanwhile, looks like the left-hand side of the map is being taken over by our humans player Kytrion, and the Undead player is kind of taking more like the middle side of the map. He is still on 3 bases, by the way. Movement here from team number 1, though, with the Warden at the helm. The Warden blinking back behind the army, baiting the rest of the army for team number 2. This is a crazy, crazy match. Also, some evade mechanics here as well, if you can see that text. But this army for team number 2 is looking really good. Kytrion making excellent use of the Rifleman as well as the Blood Mage. That Fire Strike ability is just so, so good. The Hydras, they have decent DPS, but unfortunately they are pretty squishy. The Warden here at level 10, tanking a lot of this damage. More Zerg units coming in to defend, but taking a huge hit from the Fire Strike from that Blood Mage. It's called Fire Strike, right? Flame Strike, same thing, pretty much. And it looks like the defenses are finally breaking for team number 1. The Night Elf player with this Tree of Life that somehow survived the entirety of the game. It will finally go down, and it looks like team number 1 might be overwhelmed here. Ardorz floating a decent chunk of money, but to be fair, he doesn't have a lot of gas to spend. Oh, man. Here we go. Looks like the Crypt Lord is at level 5. What level is the Blood Mage? He's only at level 5 as well. So 2 level 5 heroes going up against a level 10 hero. No wonder the Warden is so tanky right now compared to the other 2. That is crazy. Some movement here, though, towards base number 3 for the Zerg player. This is some pretty good defense, though. I mean, team number 1 is really putting in the work to keep team number 2's army at bay. This is crazy. So many riflemen coming in to attack. It's been non-stop action. I don't know how I still have a voice, to be fair. The army for team number 2 running up the ramp. Will they be able to break the defense? And it looks like they will. The army for the Undead player running into the mineral line for base number 3. This hatchery will likely go down. The army for the human player Kytrion running up the ramp towards the main base for team number 1. Does Rosebudio have any other units to speak of? It looks like he's pretty much out of the game. Rosebudio throwing out the GG. Ardorz throwing out the GG, giving the victory to team number 2. What a sick, sick match. Once again, big shout out to all my members. I really appreciate the extra support. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please consider shooting me a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.